Welcome back, friends. iRelat here with a relationship Reddit story about a guy who walked in on his girl doing something absolutely filthy in his bed. And when I say filthy, I'm sure this is something that few, if any of you, have ever experienced. So make sure you stick around to the end. So she's 25 and he's 24. They've been dating around a year and she says, "My boyfriend walked in on me doing something last night that has me absolutely mortified. I fear he's never gonna view me the same again after this, and I don't know why I did it. But we have this sort of inside joke that we play with one another, and I don't really know how to explain it. It's just this dumb thing that we say. We always pretend like we're gonna fart on each other's furniture." The joke progressed to us squatting on things like the couch or carpet, fully dressed, and pretending to fart on it. Wow, this girl sounds like a keeper. No red flags here. Maybe a brown flag. So last night me and my boyfriend were taking a shower and I got out before him because I was already done. I thought it would be funny to continue our joke, so I squatted on his bed, completely nude and giggling about what I was about to do. When he walked in, I thought it would be extra funny if I let out a real fart because I felt one coming up. I gave it a little push, and to my horror, instead of letting out a fart, I dropped a deuce right on his bed. Oh my god. Oh my god. If this girl dumped in my bed, I would dump her. I mean, who's this guy dating? Amber Heard? No, but seriously, if this guy can be okay with her doing this in his bed, then this is true love, y'all. So she says, "It wasn't a lot, just a little bit. He tried to comfort me and tell me it was fine, but I completely froze as the reality of what just happened sunk in. Hey, you play shitty games, you win shitty prizes." I started cleaning it up immediately, but that doesn't take away from any of my embarrassment. Yeah, I'd say. Why would you even admit to this on Reddit? But I'm glad you did, because it sure gave me a laugh. Could you imagine being this guy trying to comfort your girl after she just dropped a deuce in your bed? Like, it's okay, babe, shit happens. Dry those tears, and then dry my blankets after you wash them. Better yet, just burn them, so we never have to be reminded of this again. Then somehow in the comments, we have a bunch of other women admitting that they've done a similar thing in their man's bed, as well as a bunch of guys saying that their girlfriends did the same thing to them. One guy even saying that his girl crapped in his bed because his cat scared her, and then she was so embarrassed about what she did that after she dumped in his bed, she dumped him the next day so she'd never have to look at him again. Maybe she was just looking for a way out of the relationship, and that was the shitty excuse she came up with. Another person commented, "Maybe you should buy him a new set of sheets with a note attached that says, 'Sorry for being such a crappy girlfriend.'" But anyway, we got another story here that's actually a similar type of thing. I figured to balance things out, we'll give a story about a guy being gross too. So this girl says, "Hey everyone, I want to tell something that I can't tell anyone else. I've been dating my boyfriend for about a year. He's the most caring and loving person I've ever met. But something happened one night that I can't get over. I was lying in bed with my boyfriend, and as a girl, oh my god. I touched his butt and I felt there was something unusual there. I told him he needed to go check what it was, and what it ended up being was a dry piece of crap stuck in his butt hairs. I told him it was okay and to just clean yourself. It's not embarrassing, but I really wanted to puke." Oh my god. He's peed his pants 2 times, and one time he didn't wash his pee pants. and the smell was so gross. I've talked about this to him, and I'm starting to feel like he is gross and that I can't stand it. I don't want to say that to him because he's so sweet, but so gross. What should I do? Yeah, I think you need to just be straightforward with him and let him know this is not tolerable. Like, what is this guy? And for anyone else listening to this, it's like, come on, man, you guys gotta stay clean for your girl. And girls the same, but I mean, I feel like this is probably more a guy than a girl problem typically. Girls don't want to be with a guy who's got dingleberries or who is okay with peeing his pants and then wearing the pants again without washing them. I mean, how this guy even has this girl in the first place, I don't know. And I can't even imagine a girl wanting to be with a guy who would pee his pants, let alone one who would be okay with not even washing it. To any of you guys out there who don't know any better, you need to be clean for your girl. If she's willing to give you the time of day, you at least need to stay clean bare minimum. Brush your teeth, take showers, wear deodorant, do whatever you gotta do to make her time with you as pleasant as possible. At least don't gross her out, because this is what happens. Then she's gonna wanna leave. And this actually reminds me of a funny story of a girl that I'm friends with who used to tell me stories about the guys she was dating. One guy in particular, she had a problem like this with him, only the way she found found out was during a 69 situation in bed. So if you could imagine that, I mean, that's just awful. Plus, you gotta think, just like the person who posted this, if you're forcing your girl into these situations, she's definitely gonna be telling her friends. And you don't want to be the guy with a girlfriend whose friends all know that you're this kind of person, staring at you when they see you, just wondering what you got going on down there. So this should go without saying, but I guess it needs to be said to some people that you gotta be clean. Hygiene is crucial if you want to maintain a relationship. And on that note, we have one last post from another girl who has these similar problems with her man. So she says, maybe it's just me and I'm too picky, or I'm meeting guys in the wrong places. The guy I'm currently seeing does not own soap or wash himself. How does this guy not have soap? He lets the shampoo flow down his body with the shower water when in the shower, and he thinks this is enough. He thought soap was for bald men who didn't need shampoo, or for women. He does not wash his armpits, his crack, groin, or feet. Now I know why it smells so bad, to the point where I can't go down on him. I was also grossed out to find he only brushes his teeth once a day and doesn't floss or use mouthwash. Once again, he thought those things were for women. He also told me, warning, grossness ahead, he doesn't need to wipe after peeing or even if he drips on himself, and he only needs a swipe or two after he craps. Now the peeing part, I gotta say, why would he need to wipe? And who's dripping on themselves? Like, what is this guy? And the swipe or two comment, I mean, if he's clean back there, then maybe it only takes a swipe or two, but typically it just depends on the situation. So what is this guy? Like, no matter what happens, he just swipes twice and calls it a day? What if he had Taco Bell? I mean, different situations call for different levels of wiping, but I guess maybe that's just me. She says, my last boyfriend was like that too, and so are a lot of other men I know. The guy I'm seeing said I'm too picky about his hygiene. I disagree. I don't think wanting a guy to wash or wipe properly is so much to ask. Yeah, I gotta say, as a guy who's fairly clean, I mean, I floss, brush, use tons of mouthwash, I'm constantly concerned about the way I smell and trying to be clean, especially when I'm going on dates or when I'm with somebody. I mean, this just does not sound normal to me, but for a lot of guys, it probably is. I definitely know some guys who don't care about showering more than once a week and who really don't pay too much attention to their hygiene, so I feel where this girl's coming from. And I don't feel like it's too much to ask to stay clean if you had to be in the presence of someone else, especially if you're sleeping with them and you're expecting them to put their face down there. Just like with my friend that I mentioned a minute ago, I couldn't even imagine being in that situation and having something going on back there that she's either gonna smell or see or, God forbid, fall on her face. I don't know, but that's just crazy. And it's definitely not just guys who have these problems. It's probably mostly guys, but I do remember some situations with girls from my past or girls that my friends told me about that had similar problems. Like this one girl I specifically remember in high school, every time I would get with her and I would be from behind, we'll say, I would have this whiff of stench that I'd be thinking like, I don't know, I don't even want to explain it, but I think you could imagine what I'm saying, and it would just turn me off every time. Even as a teenager who's like as eager as can be, I'd be like, good lord. And there was also this one girl in my school who a couple of my buddies hooked up with, and I remember they would always mention their fingers having this terrible stench that it smelled so bad that they almost thought that they might have accidentally slipped it in door number 2. But some women are commenting down in the comments saying no one that they ever dated has these bad habits and that the guys they're with are pretty clean. So I guess I'm not in the minority here. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. This is a short one. What do you think of these stories? Let us know down in the comments. Thanks to anyone who subscribed, click like or shared this video. My contact info's below, and don't forget to join my Discord if you want to chat, because I check it regularly. Also, thanks for responding positively to any of those video surveys that pop up in your feed. Hope you all enjoy your day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.